Rigging of the crane method, possibly the fastest way to get the Stokes up to a roof to grab a patient. We're gonna start the same way as the other methods. We're going to put our bar in, and we're gonna take our 2 yellow webbings from the tip bag, we're gonna tie them in a loop. We're gonna basket hitch. First one's going through the bar. Carabiner on the end of that. Second one is gonna wrap the first rung back. That's the last rung of the last fly section, and we're gonna wrap around that tip where we connect in. Carabiner. So now we've got our 2 anchor points, and one of them, the front one's a little bit lower, which we're gonna want. Grab 1 rope bag. We're gonna tie a figure 8 and a bite at the end of the rope. We can do all this with 1 rope, making it much simpler. We're gonna clip that into the carabiner hanging off the tip. Now we're gonna give ourselves approximately 15 feet of rope. That's the distance the Stokes is gonna hang beneath the tip. This will be dependent upon how deep is your basement, how tall is the parapet. Figure 15 is kind of a good starting point. Maybe 10, maybe 20. But at 15 feet in this case, we're gonna put a butterfly. Okay, that butterfly is gonna be the first attachment point to the Stokes bridle. Now, we're gonna go about 6 feet further from that butterfly. We're gonna put a figure 8 and a bite. What this is it's a secondary attachment point for that patient. It's tying the patient and its harness into our rope system. From that figure 8 and a bite, we're gonna go the same distance as the first butterfly, so we're gonna put a second butterfly right next to the first butterfly. Okay, that is our second attachment point to the Stokes bridle for our belay line, our second rope. Okay, so now we've got our 2 attachment points, and here's where having a partner helping out will help you. Grab the 2 attachment points that we just made for the bridle, and now our guy with the rope bag is gonna stretch out an equal number of feet of rope, approximately 15, and tie a figure 8 and a bite to connect back into the tip of the aerial. Okay, so Joe is holding both of those bridle points. Zach's gonna tie another figure 8 and a bite, equidistant. He's gonna clip that into the second carabiner. Okay, now we've got a rope bag that's just hanging here on the ground. We're gonna get a carabiner. We're gonna clip it into the end of that rope bag. We're gonna stuff all the extra rope in, cinch the top of it, and we're gonna clip it to the ladder itself, so it's going to travel with us and just stay out of the way. So with 1 rope bag, we are now rigged with a completely redundant system. All right, we've raised the aerial and done a quick test. And what you'll see here is one of our 2 ropes is too long. So let's take a minute to save a minute here and fix that. So we'll take the one that's too long, and we'll come in and we're just gonna retie that butterfly knot at the bridle, giving us 2 ropes that are the same length. Ideally, we want these to be sharing the weight so that if something were to happen to one of them, we don't have a dynamic event as the weight transfers onto the other rope. I realize it won't be exactly the same, but let's get it as close as we can on the ground. Okay, now we've got those close. Let's lift this Stokes basket up into the air and we can swing it up onto the roof. Normally it would be empty here. We still have our 225-pound dummy load in it. But there we go. We've got very close lengths on those 2 ropes. We've got enough to get over a parapet or into a basement. And now it's as simple as just craning that up to the roof and dropping it next to the patient.